Okay, so what a theme that I really felt strongly in your movie was this theme of death and rebirth. Is this something that was a conscious choice or an aim that you had to involve this theme?
It's more like an unconscious theme that filters into everything that I do. I figured out this lately. All of my projects have some sort of death and transformation woven into them, even if they're commercial or just artistic. So yeah, I think it bubbles up now and again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there are these themes that pop up in your art. And is there something that you wanted to say with this movie? So that was not unconscious, but unconscious aim that you had. So.
Well, whatever I needed to say, I think it's said right there in a very short time. The movie is just 2 minutes and 48 seconds long. But one thing I think that it also comes across is the fear, because the boy is facing fear, and also the violence, the threat of violence, and the acceptance of it. Because he doesn't run away from it. In the end, he chooses to face it. So even if the violence is immediate and inescapable, he chooses to face it, which I think leads to the transformation.
Yeah, it's really powerful how he just sits there and the crows are scratching him and biting him.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, I thought that he will die actually, but we see that he's not only alive, but his eyes are glowing. So it's a newfound sense of power after facing the fears that haunted him.
Yeah. He's not necessarily power, but freedom, I think. Because now he's a crow as well.
Now he can face other fears too.
Yeah.
And the animation style, I think it's very specific. And can you say more about that?
It's actually my first hand-drawn animation that I've done. I've done a lot of animation, but not hand-drawn. This is my first try at it. You know, I get images. I get images of the look of a certain project, and I can't escape it. So I think it fits to this stark, bleak, but very dark shadows, completely dark and complete sunlight. But also the sun is cold, is not a warm sun. So I think it plays well with the theme of the film, and it gives it a little bit of a punch.
Yeah, it really fits with this fear thing, and there is this contrast between the colors, so they're not they're like really light and then really dark, and the duality of fear and freedom. I think it really captures it with the drawings. And what was first when you did the movie? An image of the animation, or maybe the message? What came to you first?
Actually, the story began like 15, 16 years ago. I don't remember how many years. Yeah, about 16 years ago. And I was inspired by a fleeting images I saw I was shopping. I think I was in Berlin at the time, so there were TVs all over the shop. It was a Turkish shop, and they had a music video pass by the TV, and I just caught a glimpse of something black and white, and the white sun, and the image stuck with me, and I did the storyboard then, and after I've just done the storyboard, I said, no, this is not necessarily a good project for me to make, and I left it behind, put it in a drawer somewhere. And then last year, when I had a little bit of a break of earning money, let's say I was that broke, and I had time on my hands, and I thought, what am I going to do? And I revisited this project, and made a little animatic out of it, but also changed the story. edited. There was the first version with a lot more blood, and I cut it down. And I guess I didn't know at the time when I conceived it the thematic of it, but after 15 years later, 16 years later, it just coalesced into this very tight little story.
It's so interesting that the way you came up with the idea in a shop, and then that it was 16 years or 15, you said that.
Yeah, I forgot about it, completely forgot about it. And it took that much for the project to mature in the back of my head, but it became clearer to me now what the project needed to work, so yeah.
So beautiful, thank you for sharing this. Do we have any questions from the audience? Okay, so that was our Q&A session. Thank you so much.